The Delta variant is slowly becoming the world's most dominant strain of COVID-19. But another more infectious variant is on the rise. And experts are calling this Delta Plus. The Philippines is getting 2 million more doses of Sinovac shots this morning. Been dreaming of a maskless Christmas? The Octa research team says it's possible, at least in the NCR plus 8. The tune-up game between Gilas Pilipinas and China ends in a draw. And the court drops the drug charges filed against flip-top artist Looney. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Charles Lejano. Kicking off today's newscast with reports of a more contagious COVID-19 variant being discovered in India. Experts are now calling this the Delta Plus variant. Jen Kalimon with the details.
A new mutation of a more transmissible Delta COVID-19 variant has recently surfaced in India. 22 cases of Delta Plus variant have been reported in 3 states in India. Data is still limited on the Delta Plus, but the Delta variant by itself already poses more dangers.
Yung Delta Plus variant na sinasabi nila, naka-acquire po yun ng isang panibagong mutation, yung K417N mutation, also in the spike protein. Marami pa po silang kailangang aralin upang makapagbigay ng more information.
In a study conducted by the Imperial College in Australia, the Delta variant could infect 6 to 8 people, 3 or 4 times the original virus. It may easily affect the younger population and could show other kinds of symptoms.
Ang Delta variant mas madaling kumapit sa airway ng yung receptors nung sa lungs natin. Possible din talaga na mas madali siyang kumapit sa mga bata, halos walang ubo daw, no? Mas likely na ma-ignore ng mga pasyente, lalo na kung very mild yung symptoms.
17 cases of the Delta variant have been reported in the country. Aside from Delta, the DOH has been monitoring 3 other variants of concern, the Alpha, Beta, and Theta variants. Like the other variants, experts believe that severe symptoms from the Delta variant may be prevented if a person has received a full dosage of a COVID-19 vaccine.
A second dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine boosted protection against Delta to 60%, while 2 doses of Pfizer were 88% effective. Ulitin namin na importante pa rin pong magpabakuna kasi yan pa rin po ang ating malaking pangdepensa kung anuman pong variant ang mayroon.
The DOH also believes that implementing a strict border control can prohibit the entry of other variants in the country.
Sa ngayon talaga na ang mga numero natin ay pataas pa, kailangan nating protektahan ng ating bansa na wala munang makakapasok na dagdag na variants of concern.
Reporting for News 5, Jen Kalimon, We Are One News.
2 million more doses of Sinovac are set to arrive in the country this morning. Today's shipment will be the 4th batch of Sinovac to be delivered to the Philippines this month. Recall that 1.5 million doses of the Chinese-made vaccine also arrived from Beijing last Thursday. The government is expecting to receive this month some 4.5 million of the 6.5 million Sinovac shots it procured. Meanwhile, the FDA reveals that the Gamaleya Institute is applying for an amendment to its EUA to widen the interval between the first and second doses of the Sputnik V vaccine. Speaking with 1PH sa Totoo Lang, FDA Director General Eric Domingo said that Gamaleya applied for the modification due to delays in shipment. Domingo added that the Russian manufacturer is also looking at possibly registering Sputnik V as a single-dose vaccine. But for now, Domingo says that all of these changes are still under evaluation.
Itong Sputnik, nag-apply sila kahapon sa amin ng amendment or the other day ng amendment to widen the interval gap between the first and the second, no? So from 3 weeks nagpapa-amend sila na yung second dose can be given up to 90 days, no, or 12 weeks after. At may pinadala sila ng mga data to show it, pero ito yung under evaluation pa yun ngayon ng mga experts.
The Octa research team says it's possible to enjoy maskless Christmas festivities, at least in the NCR plus 8. Speaking with Sa Totoo Lang, Octa team researcher Father Nick Austriaco said we can achieve herd immunity in these areas before the year ends. As for the rest of the country, he says we simply don't have enough vaccine supplies to achieve herd immunity on a wider scale by this year. Austriaco reiterated that prioritizing residents of the NCR Plus in the government's vaccination program still makes sense because these areas are the source of the new variants. It is the engine that's driving the pandemic.
So right now, with the jab rates in the NCR plus 8, it is incredibly hopeful that the NCR plus 8 will reach containment, population protection, and maybe herd immunity by Christmas. If we are able to kill and starve the virus in the heart of the country, we will indirectly protect the rest of the country and maybe allow the rest of the country to embrace a more traditional Christmas.
The Lakas CMD is renewing its alliance with the administration as it eyes to form a multi-party coalition to support Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte's presidential bid in 2022. Arian Kalumbiran reports.
There are now 6 names being floated for a possible presidential bid in 2022. Sara Duterte, Isko Moreno, Senators Ping Lacson and Manny Pacquiao, Bongbong Marcos, and Vice President Leni Robredo. But for Nationalist People's Coalition Chairman and Senate President Tito Sotto, the elections will boil down to a 3-way fight. One bet each for the administration and the opposition, and NPC as the alternative.
Kami yung neutral. We are in alliance with the President. We have no coalition, we have no alliance with any other political party.
Sotto has been open about his plans to run for vice president should Lacson run for president. But with the Liberal Party considering Lacson as a probable standard-bearer, does that put in limbo Sotto's ambitions next year? The Senate President tells One News the Chiefs everything is still fluid.
If it rests on the decision of Senator Lacson, because we've always focused on our tandem together and the programs that we want to do.
But what about the probability of NPC adopting Senator Manny Pacquiao, who is currently embroiled in a rift with ruling party PDP Laban? Just recently, one of Pacquiao's closest allies, Chavit Singson, joined NPC.
Makakala nila parang opening lang si Chavit. Ano ba? Really, very bluntly, we never discussed Manny Pacquiao.
On 1PH Swag po, political analyst Dindo Manhit said the chances of Pacquiao running under PDP Laban are getting dim.
So maaaring pupuporma siya bilang vice president. At yun nga lang, what does he bring to the ticket? He did not really perform well as a senator. He was not active in any debate. He was not clear in his political stand. So maybe this is just pure political ambition and desire.
But while things are looking bleak for Pacquiao under PDP Laban, Sara Duterte's hugpo ng pagbabago got another vote of confidence from Lakas CMD. The party has renewed its alliance with hugpo. House Majority Floor Leader Martin Romualdez urged other parties to join them for a multi-party coalition.
Kahulugan lang naman ng ating alyansa dito ay to work together para ituloy natin yung programa ng ating mahal na Pangulo in furtherance to the battle against the pandemic.
Romualdez has yet to decide if he'll run for vice president despite already getting the president's backing. In a statement, Mayor Sara said she's grateful for Lakas CMD's support if she ever decides to run for president. Arian Kalumbiran, we are One News.
Gilas Pilipinas settled for a 79-all draw with China in their untelevised tune-up game yesterday. The young nationals led by 7 with over a minute left in the game, but China came through down the stretch with an 8-1 run. That included a tip-in at the buzzer, which ultimately prevented Gilas from coming away with a clear win before flying out for the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament in Belgrade today. Kaya Soto led Gilas by putting up 13 points, with Ange Kwame and Jordan Heading adding 12 each. This Gilas team will now head over to Serbia, where they will take on the hosts and Dominican Republic in the OQT on June 30 and July 1. The Makati Regional Trial Court has dismissed all charges against Marlon Peroramas, more popularly known as rapper Looney. Looney was released along with his sister and road manager after being arrested on September 18 of 2019. Recall that the rapper was caught during a buy-bust operation at the basement parking lot in a hotel in Makati almost 2 years ago. Authorities allegedly found almost 79 kilos of high-grade marijuana, which is worth about 100,000 pesos from Looney. However, the court ruled that the prosecution failed to prove that the buy-bust operation against Looney and his companions was legitimate. Looney's camp thanked the court for ruling in their favor and for proving that the Philippine justice system remains reliable.
Matindi siyang experience, hindi siya biro. Pero thankful kami na na-survive namin yon at ngayon yun nga, nagbunga na yung mga paghihintay namin at patience. Excited din ako ikwento in a different form, hindi yung parang interview lang, kung ano talaga yung experiences namin doon.
And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us again later at 10 a.m. as we monitor the day's biggest stories from sunrise to sundown. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Just register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.